Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 55 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we are just before what is going to be the start of hopefully the last day for our teens, because I'm hoping we can age them up later today when they get home from school. I am having a few stay home. I had excuse notes written for them, and I am having Grant change the forecast because there's a forecast for thunderstorms, and I'd prefer not to have that. So the teens who are staying home, it's not Grant, he has to go to school when he finishes this, is Bonnie, because I've realized that she still has to max her fabrication skill. So I've got her set up to do a few things, including making a candle, and hopefully that will do the trick. And look at that, he mastered the handiness skill. And did that change our forecasts? Yes, it's a heat wave, and it was originally showing thunderstorms. And Colleen, because we have her trying to write a book. Is she actually writing? She is. Good. And Declan is staying home. He's working on a track. He had a whim to do that, which looks like he's finished. Now he wants to record a new video. And Freddie is doing some reading of robotics, because I thought that would be a good one for him to have done some reading on. But I think, I don't know, we're going to just cancel that so he gets to school. And Nora is playing a violin because I thought she would try and get this playing instrument for an hour while inspired, just because. So let's check in on Declan. Let's see where his skill is for his media production. So I think he was at 2 when I started him, and I could probably own he gained a lifestyle. I did actually experiment and try turning lifestyles off, but it didn't work. It's still in a different save. They were still getting lifestyles. I think if you already had them set up to get, then they continued. And all it does is make it disappear from the... I don't know if I actually did it here or not. No, I haven't, but I have experimented in another save and it didn't work. So I'm just leaving them so that we can see them as opposed to not seeing them, because they still seem to be happening. So let's actually have him burn this track, and then we may as well have him release that track. Assuming it's not poor, which it's not. It's only normal, but that's fine. And he actually has a whim, which I just pinned, to record a new video. So let's have him come over here and study trends and perhaps record that video. So they all have single and loving it. So, of course, we have added all these Sims as potential love interests, which, as I said, I'm going to age the teens up, hopefully, after school today. And I'll have to age... I don't remember if I've said this, some of the teens who are added to the world so that they are young adults and continue to be possible potential love interests, except they're probably going to be focusing a lot on university. Speaking of which, I did ask for some feedback, and as per suggestion, I did sure, why not? I did a post, not a poll, a post, which shared all of their details and asked for feedback as to what careers they would, hypothetically do after they finished university, because that would help me pick the degrees that they needed, because different degrees help with different careers. So I got a lot of feedback, but Declan, being a spellcaster, his aspiration doesn't really lend itself to any particular career. So I had quite a few suggestions for him in comparison to the others, I should say. So I saw actor for him, and lawyer, secret agent, doctor. So there was a few, and they're all like completely different. So if you think any of those are, your favorite, comment down below. And otherwise, I will see once they have applied to university and they get the results back from that. That's really the point when I need to make the decision what it is that he would be going for. So let's see. We had beauty reviews, energized vlog, playful vlog, and acting. Quite fun. Why don't we have him work on his acting skills, since that's one, and that was one of the suggestions. So we're going to begin recording, and then we are going to practice acting. Just, why not? Doesn't mean we're going to make him go the actor route, but we will have him work a little bit just in case he does. And Bonnie is working on this candle. We're gonna cola and cram and see, but she's working on that candle, but she's not actually on the right aspiration. Luckily, she's not finished. But it may be too late for this anyways, because there is a thing here. Oh, and look, she's got to level 10 of fabrication, which was the skill she needed. And unfortunately, Freddie had a performance loss with that decision, because of course it's random. So I think usually it counts the candle when you start, as opposed to when you're finished with this particular one. So it may not count it. So we might just psych them out and pretend to do a candle. Yeah, so it counted it. I'm going to get rid of it just to get my first one, because it's not counting the finishing of it. Though it looked like it just pulled the whole thing over. It looked like she was almost done, and now it looks like it's starting all over again. And that was the carved candle that she's doing. The reason I could have her do a different candle is because the dip candle uses a different spot than the carved candle. So my expectation is that Nora should be finished. Yeah, so now she needs to write songs. What level did she get to of her violin skill? She's not high enough to write write a song. You need to be level 8, not skills. So I think she got to 7, which it was very close. That was sitting out there, so we'll leave it there. And let's check. Her needs are pretty good. And yeah, I don't really know. She's got like lots of stuff here in terms of what knowledge. She's got Renaissance Sim completed and Nerd Brain launcher upgrade. Why don't we have her go off to space for the fun of it? And though actually, perhaps not. Perhaps collect that, and maybe we should have a yard sale with her. That she's got everything done she needs to do for work. And of course let's look here. We already tried to get this bonus and it didn't work. Fizzy pear juice. I don't think that was hers that I can think of. So why don't we actually have her go do a track? We can check and see whose fizzy pear juice that was. If I can find it in her inventory, which I'm not. I'm wondering, actually, now that I think about it, if it was Bonnie who did that. Could have been any of them. It's not likely it was hers, and I don't see where it even is in her inventory. Oh, maybe it was a single one. Yes, it was Abigail. Abigail's. Let's just put it in the fridge. Did you finish your book, my dear Colleen? No, you're still writing that book. But Bonnie did finish her candle finally. So she wants to observe the sky. She is getting hungry. She needs to scrubberoo herself. Oh, and I see Colleen just finished her book, so we'll go and check that in a second after we finish with scrubberooing herself. And then we will have her come over here and rally the troops. Let's magic clubs, club gatherings, rally the troops, and you should come here and make something on the juice fizzing. And you are very low with juice fizzing. You are only level 1. Well, juice fizzing comes in very handy when you're a maker, so we're going to have you work on that. We'll use an apple. We'll just use one and make a single thing because we need her to work on this. So we're going to start fizzing that. And why don't we come along and I don't really know. I guess just sell all. Oh, we got to level 3. Oh, look, she's cleaning up. But what we need, she got to level 2. He got to level, Declan got to 3 of acting, and Bonnie got to level 2 of juice fizzing. So let's check in on her book and see how it is. Whether we have an excellent book. We do, and she is on the right part of her aspiration. Yay, because it would be a real pain if I published it and she wasn't even on the right part of this aspiration. And there, she's now a 2-star celebrity. And now she needs to write bestsellers. What are the odds that she'll actually be able to write these bestsellers? I don't know. We're going to try. We may as well have her try writing a book. And we'll do a children's book. And Nora, I think maybe we'll have you make a fresh cake that we know won't go bad. So we're going to burn that track. And if it's any good, we will release it. Normal is good enough for me. Like, speaking of which, I probably should have Colleen forget about this book. She should probably come over here. And we got 78 for something. You're going to come here and you're going to cook a cake. Cook a cake, which of course the reason cakes are under cook and gourmet cook is because of the fact that baking comes with get to work. And so that's why. So you're going to come here and produce a track. And they're all keeping... So we don't have much time until they come home, but I'll be back when everybody gets home from school. Well, it's the end of the school day, and a little bit after. We had a bunch of asking for advice that put emotional control down, because that's the option I chose. So I've been having them, like, write in their journal, play with emotion, those fun things. And also Abigail came home mortified, so I had to have her jog to clear mine, and the first time didn't work, so I had to have her do it again, so that's why it's later. They are all in a range right now, though Declan is the lowest in terms of the emotional control, but he still is positive, and like I think he was kind of low, so I had him go write in his journal, and then he went and asked for advice, and then it hit it again. So yeah. And so now I'm trying to get him to boost it a little bit by winding down with classical. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So that I just did it together so they would all come in and do it and listen. So now that we've done that and they look like they're all positive, I'm going to take them all. I'm going to take Nora and Abigail to start with off to another lot where we're going to gradually have them come one at a time and then send the one who's just aged up home so that we don't have them asking the newly aged up the newly aged up sibling, I should say, for advice, which we can then not control the outcome and it'll take a hit to whatever character value that the question hits. So I will be back when they get to possibly the park where I decide to take Nora and to start with Abigail to celebrate their birthday. So we are here with Abigail about to age up, and I took them to the park in Newcrest because I had Grant change the forecast to be dry, so hopefully we won't get any bad weather here. So Abigail is our first. There we go. Make sure to get picture. Oh, and she wasn't even successful the first time. There we go. There is our Abigail aging up. Now, for Abigail, I had the suggestion of her being a gardener, but I also had the suggestion of her being a conservationist. So what I thought we could do with her is gardener is a work-from-home career, so she could probably work as a gardener while she's at university, because I said they had to either do a job or be a freelancer. So for her, I don't find that a difficult job, so it might be a good one to do. But the only full-time job, apart from I'm going to keep Nora in her career for now. But the conservationist made me think maybe she should have an island living trait. And I thought maybe Child of the Islands would be a fun one, which is they experience a spiritual connection to the islands of Sulani. I'm not sure how well this is going to work when she's not at school. Well, when she's at school and not in Sulani. But we'll try that one and see how it goes. And there she is. She may as well add some birthday candles to that. And funny thing, when I had Nora making some cakes, this is not a fresh one that she made, but I had her making some other cakes. I had her put the candles on it, and then I stuck it in her being Nora, in her inventory, and she took a piece. She wasn't even hungry. She took a piece of the cake that had the candle. You can see it there. If I take it out, it has the candles on it. Let's just take this and put it in here. I'm just hoping she doesn't do that with any other. So there you go. You can see the partially eaten cake with the candles. I've had that happen before. So I'm going to send Abigail home, and then once she has left, I'm going to bring Bonnie here, and we'll age Bonnie up. Now it's Bonnie's turn to age out, to blow out the candles and age up, is what I mean to say. So let's get a picture of her with her partially eaten cake. Oh no, we had someone walk by, and she, of course, was successful the first time. So I don't even get a chance at a second photo for her. I think we'll make her family oriented. There she goes. And there's no point. She can't add candles to this. I don't know if she's going to take a piece of cake or what. There, we'll just throw it in her inventory. And she's going to go home, and now we're going to bring our Colleen. So now it's time for Colleen to blow out her candles. And we'll see. Let's see if I get a picture this time. Hey, look. Oh, she wasn't successful. At least Nora seemed to be participating in her aging up. I'm not sure if I noticed it with the others. We're going to make her a cat lover, even though we're not going to be able to satisfy that while she's in a full house with 7 other Sims. And there we go. She's all aged up. I'm going to have her add candles to this and then send her home and bring Declan. So we're going to have him blow out the candles and see how it goes. Will he get it on the first turn? First try? Nope. No luck for him. And let's hope. Let's too late now. Yeah, luckily everything's positive. Too late. And there he goes. So he was a bookworm and he was self-assured. I think we're going to make him creative, because that will go with a few different options that he could possibly be. So there we go. And I will send him home and bring our Edward. Edward is going to get the uneaten matcha cake, so we're going to have him blow out the candles. Nope. No luck on the first attempt. I don't think I've ever had a sim fail a second time. Except for when there, of course, was a glitch. So for Edward, I think that Professor might be a good fit because of the fact that he, even though it's showing spellcraft and sorcery there, he actually had the archaeology aspiration, which he completed. So he's kind of like an Indiana Jones. So I'm actually going to make him a bookworm. And we may as well add some birthday candles. And then we have 2 more to go. And then they'll all be aged up. There. So I'm going to send him home and bring Freddie. Freddie's turn to blow out the candles. So let's see how he does. Whether he makes it on the first turn or the second attempt. Or if he needs a second attempt, I should say. Oh, someone's celebrating. Oh, no go for him. Of course, the only one who got it on the first attempt was the one I probably didn't want to have it happen on the first attempt. And there he is. So let's pick a trait for him, an adult trait. I think we'll make him a music lover. So there we go. There's our Freddie. He may as well add some birthday candles. We'll send him home, and then we have our last but not least, Grant to age up. And here's Grant. We're going to have him blow out the candles. Our athletic Grant. Is he going to get it the first time? He did! Imagine that. I'm not sure if that was 2, only 2, because I know we had 1 more for sure that I noticed, and if there were others, I didn't notice. So we're going to actually make him proper. There we go. Proper Grant. And we may as well add those birthday candles. And there we are. He is our last teen. We have teens and no more, only young adults. But that's not the end of this Let's Play, because we're going to spend a day or two, 1 or 2 parts, more or less, while they're waiting for their applications to be accepted, and then maybe we can see if perhaps one or two of them can possibly, despite their single and loving it lifestyles, perhaps form a romantic attachment with someone after, of course, I age up some of the teens I've added to young adult also. But that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.